Okay, so I'm back again today. I've been waiting for months and I ordered a new pottery wheel. I've been wanting one so that I can do some throwing standing up. So I ordered a Speedball Artista. And I ordered this back in October and it's been on back order because I think with COVID this year, there's just been a huge demand on pottery wheels and it's taken a long time for me to get this. So I'm pretty excited. I have this here now. I figured I'd just do kind of an unboxing and see what's all in there and see what we get. But I'm pretty excited to finally have this and be able to hopefully use it. And pretty excited. So let's check it out. I think it said it weighed about 40 pounds. It doesn't feel 40 pounds, but maybe I'm just really strong. It's possible. Looks like it flips up and over. Okay, let's see if we can get into it here. Heavy duty staples. Okay. So the one thing I like about this and what I was really interested in was just sort of the low profile of it all. I just need it to spin, and it's light and portable. It works well. Yeah, that should be a good thing, right? Okay, lots of cardboard. No surprise there. Okay, well, there's not a lot to it so far. Got a couple buckets, couple plastic bats. I've never used a square one, so that'll be interesting to try. And then we have a 12-inch round bat, which I use quite a few of, so I already have several of these. If you are looking for bats, I picked these up. I don't think they're terribly expensive, like maybe 10 to 12 bucks a piece, and it's nice just to have a half a dozen of them around and throwing bowls on them, if throw 6 bowls or something like that. So that's that. Looks like fiberglass kind of coating everything. Okay. Some more cardboard. Looks like most of the cardboard is in here, so to hold it out. I'm gonna miss out on anything here. I think I just need to pull the wheel out and dump this cardboard. So let me move this to the ground. Oh yeah, this is great. This thing is super light. Yeah, it's probably around 30 pounds or so. Looks like it's got kind of a coated wheel head. There's no bat pins. Maybe it came with that. Oh, it did come with bat pins. So there's some bat pins in here with the instructions and instruction manual. I have it on this cardboard right now, which just happens to be here. Okay, so to pull that off, you just kind of lift up. Okay, so that's got kind of a catch pan design that's kind of neat. This kind of pops off, but what I like about this is that the splash sort of then drips back into the main portion. So that's pretty well designed. I kind of like that. How well it works, we'll see. But yeah, it just lifts right out, and so it's just sort of a drip edge when this is on here and then drips out into here. Pretty good profile on it. It's not terribly huge, but it will catch the water as it needs to. Okay. Okay, so all the way to the off position is an on-off switch, which you can see down here. So here's the on-off switch, sort of just a smooth toggle. I think when I was looking at this, one of the things I liked about that is that I really like a variable speed, and I use my foot pedal in that way where I can just turn it. I think some of them have like a lever. I thought this one might have a lever too, but right here, maybe that's the Shimpo I'm thinking of. There's a Shimpo Aspire. But overall, this wheel is about 500 bucks. So it's a pretty good entry level, I think. We'll see how it throws. I haven't gotten on it yet, but let's kind of keep digging at here. So let me move this over. I really like the profile of this. It's nice and small. And as long as it has enough power, I really want it to be able to do just mugs on, or even just sit here and stand up. I believe these are 36-inch height, so for my height, I'm about 6 feet tall. This feels pretty good. I can stand up and throw now, which was the main driver of this, and it actually fits in this little spot pretty well. Okay, so I can bog it down. That's what's probably about 5 pounds of pressure. But it keeps going, that's the important thing. Okay, max speed. So the switch isn't really linear, meaning that each increment moves it slightly faster. It seems like most of the speed increase is in the first quarter turn of the knob, and then like the last quarter turn. Maybe it is, it's hard to say. But it's pretty quiet, I like that. Sounds good. Seems like it's got an okay amount of power. I think I would struggle 5 pounds on here. I don't think, just from what I can tell right now, I don't know that I would put much more than that on here. Okay. Well, I think the only reasonable thing to do at this point is actually try to throw something on it. Get this splash pan dirty. I mean, it's just ready to rock and roll out of the box. All you do is turn it on. I mean, it's a pottery wheel. All it does is spin. A guy would like to put the bat pins in though, so we're definitely going to do that. So really, there's nothing to do here. All you gotta do is pull it out of the box and install some bat pins, and I think you're ready to go. Don't know how easy that's gonna be. Let's pull this off. Assume that just slides right out. So it's a pretty good design on the splash pan. That just slides out. It's similar to most other wheels where it kind of slides and locks in. It's pretty tight, but yeah, I'm loving this so far. As long as it holds when putting some clay on it, and my strength of, you know, just centering, you know, you can bog it down a little bit. I don't think it comes with a tool to install these bat pins, so you do need an Allen wrench. Or maybe you don't. No, I'm able to do this without, I'm just using my fingers. Okay, it's a little hard to get my fingers under there. Turn that off so I don't break a finger if I bump it. Yeah, this side goes in a little easier. Okay. super easy to deal with. This is going to be great. The other thing I'm excited about is being able to take this perhaps to some pottery, do some demos, like if we do some sales that are outside, we do some summer type art fests. This would be great to be able to take it, and it's really nice to throw it in the back. I mean, boy, it can't be more than 30 pounds. But let's just do something fun on this, right? Oh, I'm kind of feeling funny. I'm looking for that foot pedal and it's not there. Okay, here goes the test. I do wish this had a little lever on it. That would be a little nicer. So this is 1 pound 6 ounces. I'm throwing a lot of mugs right now that are 1 pound 6 ounces. It's the right size. Okay, it seemed like I was bogging down a little bit at first centering. Now I'm kind of getting into it a little bit here, and this feels pretty good. Even though it's bogging down a little bit, it's not enough to slow it down and warp the pieces. So there's something that happens when you're pulling or throwing that if the speed increases or slows down, it means you end up pulling and pushing, well, pulling at different speeds, which thins out and leaves other areas thicker, and it will cause things to sort of warp a little bit. So that's why we always talk about consistency when pulling. But even though it is kind of slowing down slightly, it's not enough to really affect things. I still stand by, if I were throwing something more like 5 pounds, I think I would be pushing it. This could probably handle 2, 3, probably 4 pounds pretty easily. Yeah, you're not going to want to go above 5 pounds. I'm sure you could do it. You can, if you go slow enough and, you know, you just are patient with centering and getting that clay worked up. This is a new experience here. I'm standing up doing this, and I've not ever thrown standing up, so see how it affects things. I'm liking it, though, I'll tell you that. Flat spot to store my sponge. It's got a good design when I think about like splashing and covering it up. It's not going to drip into some crevices and cracks here. Maybe along this top edge, I may want to put like a piece of tape there or something, but I'm not exactly like submerging my wheel here, so shouldn't be a problem. But other than that, it seems like everything's sealed up, and anywhere water could possibly go is pretty much taken care of. Um, so yeah, that's a pot on this thing. Uh, I have to say, I'm really, you never know what to expect, and I suspect that it's a wheel. All it needs to do is spin around. You need to make pottery on it, and I figured it would probably do that. Price point is really great. This will be the cheapest wheel. Well, besides the used wheel, I have a really old Shimpo here. It was the first wheel I ever started on. Thing's older than I am. It's got to be 40 or 50 years old, probably back from the 70s. And those are workhorses. They have a drive ring. They're a little bit different. Um, those work great. I have a larger, more expensive Brent wheel. You can center 250 pounds of clay on that thing. Not that I've ever tried that, but a lot of power, belt driven, and those are great for the money. And if you need to get started and you're looking for something a little bit simpler, you don't need to throw 20-pound pots. You want to get, I would say 5 and under, and you're great. I mean, so far so good. Maybe I'll come back and do something after a couple months and see how things are performing and go from there. But I think, for the price point of around $500, the Brents are about 1,500, depending on your model. They're 1,000 plus anyway. Yeah, this is just overall a really good wheel. I had a choice between the Artista and the Shimpo Aspire were really the two that I was looking at, and I think either one would have been great. But certainly the Speedball Artista, I think if you guys were to pick it up, you'd really enjoy it, and hopefully you find that helpful. But you at least got to see me demo and then kind of unbox and show you what it was all about. So thanks for joining me, and if you guys are interested in seeing more of this kind of stuff, certainly help me out, like and subscribe. I hate to sort of beg for those, but it's a way that I know you guys are interested in something that I can help with, and go from there. So thanks for your time.